class. My name is Madhu and this is our first class. I am your science teacher. Hope you all are doing good. So let's start with the first chapter. I will before starting the class, I would request all the students, please keep your books in front of you. Today we are going to start with the first chapter. Take out page number 1. Okay, and the chapter name is Natural Resources and Air, Water and Land. So what we are going to study in this chapter, we are going to study about the natural resources, that is air, water and land. First of all, what is natural resources? So you can see here I have written what is natural resources. Natural resources are first of all air, water and land, and these resources which is important for the sustaining the living world on the earth. What are the living worlds on the earth? Yes, all the living objects like plants, animals, human beings and other small insects, all are the living organism on the earth. So the resources which helps us to sustain our life on the earth is known as the natural resources, and these all are the basic needs. Okay, air, water, land are our basic needs. Why it is known as the basic needs? Because you can understand like this, that what are our basic needs, what is the basic needs of our life? Food, water and shelter. So these all our basic needs. So from where we get oxygen? We get oxygen from air. Yes, we all know we get oxygen from air. From water. Why water is our basic needs? Water is our basic needs in a different way. Water is used to wash the clothes. Water is used to wash the utensils, prepare food and etc. There are lots of use of water. Land, how land is important to us? Yes, the shelters we get is from land. So these all three are our basic needs, and these resources help us to survive our life on the earth. And these resources are only known as the natural resources. And why it is called natural resources? Because there is no contribution of our in making all this air, water and land. Yes, we all know that we didn't have contributed in making air, we didn't have contributed in making water, and we didn't have contributed in making land. These are the natural formation, right? We none of us have seen how air form, how water form in the nature, how land form in nature. Okay, so that's why it is known as the natural resources. These resources are obtained from the nature, and that is why these resources, air, water and land, are known as the natural resources. So now let's read out the first paragraph. Look at the first paragraph, first line, natural resources. You can see that some things in the picture are in water, some on land and some in the sky, that is in the air. So look on your book, picture number, image number 1.1, that is spheres of earth. What you are looking in the picture? Yes, we are looking that aeroplanes is flying in the high in the sky, while boat is in the river, while cow is grazing in the field. So all the things on the earth are associated with air, water and land. Yes, however, everything on the earth is associated with all these three basic needs: air, water and land. Okay, so moreover, different living things occupy these three spheres of the earth. All the three spheres of the earth is together make our earth. Yes, we can say that. Okay, these living things and the parts of the lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere which they occupy together are called the biosphere. So what does this line means? That together this atmosphere, hydrosphere and lithosphere together what makes biosphere. Okay, these spheres have formed on the earth naturally. As I've already told you, these all the what is the total environment, these all are made naturally. Air is made naturally, water is made naturally, land is made naturally, and our the whole biosphere is made up of all these three resources, and these are made naturally. So the same line here given, that these spheres have formed on the earth naturally. And we have also learned about all this in the previous class. First, now comes to the next paragraph, that is the atmosphere is the layer of air that surrounds the earth. Okay, so in one word, what is atmosphere? Atmosphere is the air surrounds the earth is known as atmosphere, while water part is known as hydrosphere, while land part is known as lithosphere. So the surface of the earth comprises water and land, that is hydrosphere, and lithosphere, which consists of water part, that is called hydrosphere, and which consists of land part is known as lithosphere. And together of the land, this hydrosphere and lithosphere, what they are known as? Can anybody tell me? Okay, so can anybody tell me what together then they are known as atmosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere? First of all, yes, we have already studied that it is known as the biosphere. Okay, together atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere together known as the biosphere. Okay, the surface of the earth comprises water and land, that is called hydrosphere and lithosphere. Of these, the hydrosphere occupies a much larger part than the lithosphere. As I have given you one pie chart, you see there is a pie chart I have given you. This is the ratio of hydrosphere and lithosphere. The water part is around 71%, while land part is only around 29%. You can see that only 29% land part is there. So land part is much less than the water part. You can see this is the water part and this is the land part. Land part is 29% only, while water part is 71%. So we also look upon these natural components in solid, liquid and gaseous form as a resources. Why it is written like that, that it is found in all three states? Yes, in solid form, what we have seen. Yes, land is in a solid form. Sometimes you have seen glaciers, that is ice mountain is also in solid form. Water is in liquid form and air is in the gaseous form. So all the three states are found in this atmosphere, natural resources. Or we can, in other words, we can say that we use them to fulfill our requirements. Yes, we have already discussed how they fulfill our daily needs and daily requirements. Yes, water, air and land, these three are important for our daily life. So in this chapter we are going to study about all these important three resources, which is very important for our life, which is the part of our whole atmosphere. Okay, so we are going to study about in a detailed form what is air, how the formation of air, what is the air consists of. Air consists of different types of gases, what is water and how the land formation. So we are going to study in a detailed form in this chapter, but not in this class. We are going to end our class now, and in next class we will study about air, how the air forms, what is ozone layer and different types of topics related to this. So what you are going to do, you are going to make this image in your notebook. You can make this pie chart in your notebook, and what is natural resources and what are the natural resources. Just note down the points, all these points in your notebook. In next chapter we will do some revision and we will study further on. Okay, so for today, take care and bye bye.